10 banned candies you can never eat again. You might have had a favorite candy back when you were a kid, only not to find it in the market now. Well, there's a high chance that your favorite candy got banned. There are a couple of candies with stories like that. In today's video, we'll be talking about 10 banned candies you can never eat again. Whether they were toxic or they sent a bad message to kids, the government decided kids were better off without them for a good reason. Make sure you stick around to the end to find out the complete story. Number 1. Toxic Waste Nuclear Sludge Chew Bar. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You see, the candy manufacturers weren't joking when they put toxic waste in the name. These were, in fact, toxic. The California Department of Public Health ran tests that revealed that many of the candy bars had elevated levels of lead. The lead concentration was found to be 0.24 parts per million, which are more than double the standard US FDA is set, 0.1 parts per million. Lead poisoning is no joke. It can be fatal for pregnant women and children under 6 years of age. The candy was manufactured, which doesn't have the best health standards in place. Fortunately, there were no reported cases of fatalities or hospital admissions from the candy. Still, Candy Dynamic, the company responsible for the distribution of the candy, called back the bar in 2011 as a precaution. They didn't want to make a decision too late. Number 2. Nestle Magic Ball. If you're an 80s kid watching, you probably remember eating the Nestle Magic Ball. The chocolate treat came with a toy inside, making it all the more a hit with kids. Depending on your luck, you could find a Disney or a Pokemon toy. Unfortunately, you can't find these in the market anymore. You see, when President Franklin Roosevelt was in the office, he signed a law that dictated that if there's a partially or completely embedded non-nutritive object in a product, it's adulterated and hence illegal. Obviously, a plastic toy counts as a non-nutritive object. So the Magic Ball was already on the wrong side of the law when it came into the market. Nestle's rival company Mars was more than happy to exploit this weakness of Nestle in 1997. Mars highlighted that the plastic hazards were, in fact, choking hazards. And guess who the FDA sided with? Nestle ended up withdrawing the Magic Ball from the market on October 1st, 1997. Number 3. Toffee Crisp. Toffee Crisp is different compared to the rest of the candies on our list. Usually the candy itself is bad for kids, but this time the problem was with the wrapping. Back in the August of 2014, Hershey filed a lawsuit against LLV for importing specialty chocolates. Why is that, you ask? Well, according to the big-time candy company, only it had the right to sell these candies since Hershey had purchased the Cadbury production in the early 1980s. Moreover, Hershey complained that the orange and black packing was oddly close to one of Hershey's products, the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. In the end, LLB and Hershey ended up settling, with LLB agreeing to stop selling the Cadbury chocolates in the United States. You could book a flight to England if you really want one, but you won't find one in the US. Number 4. Candies cigarettes. Candies cigarettes were all the rage back in the day since these treats let you live out your chain smoker dreams. But you won't find any of these in the market now. Back in 2009, the FDA banned all kinds of flavored cigarettes from the market. Of course, the candy cigarettes were also removed from shelves with that law. Other than the FDA's new law, the fact that studies found a direct link between candy cigarettes and real smoking was equally as concerning. The study revealed that 22 people of the people who had smoked candy cigarettes as a kid are smoking now. With that said, it's not really a surprise that candy cigarettes are now banned. Number 5. Haribo Sugar-Free Gummy Bears. You might be a fan of gummy bears, but make sure you avoid Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. There were also those who were not as lucky and ended eating a bunch of these gummy bears only to end up with colon damage. The discovery first came to light in 2014 when people swarmed the Amazon review section with their complaints. Later, investigations revealed that these candies contained a sugar substitute, lycosine. The hydrogenated syrup is the first ingredient in the candy and is safe to consume for the most part. However, lycosine contains maltitol, which is a sweetener. It's not the best since it's not fully digestible and actually ferments in your gut. When mannitol is taken in excess, it can include side effects like loose stools and diarrhea. You only need 40 grams for the side effects to kick in. That's the equivalent of 15 gummy bears. This one definitely deserved to be taken off the shelves. Number 6. Trolli Roadkill Gummy Candy. The manufacturers behind the Trolli Roadkill Gummy Candy should have thought twice before putting out the candy on store shelves. They featured gummies in the shape of squashed chickens, squirrels, and snakes with tire marks. It didn't sit well with the New Jersey Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals for obvious reasons. According to the protesters, the candy sent a wrong image to the kids, particularly that harming animals is okay when it's not. The advertisement for the candy wasn't any better. It featured animals fearing for their lives as a pair of headlights rapidly approached them. Kraft, the company behind the candy, did say that they had no intention of offending anyone, but that didn't really help with things. Number 7. Hippy Sippy. Hippy Sippy was perhaps the worst candy to make it to the market to date. They were plastic toys filled with multicolored pellets with the test that you need to suck on a hypodermic like a needle to get to the chocolate. If you think that's bad, there's more. The chocolate balls were meant to represent uppers and downers. In short, they were designed to represent the hippie culture. Of course, parents weren't a fan of the candies. Many raised concerns about the message these candies were sending kids, and they were pulled from the market in no time. Number 8. Milky Way. All candies are pretty bad for your health, but the Milky Way set the bar way high. Their fun-sized bars contain 20 grams of sugar. And if you think that's fine, it's not. The full version contains only 10 grams. Moreover, the candies also contain hydrogenated kernel oil, which is really bad for your heart and the environment. The oil is also a direct danger to the survival of orangutans. It gets worse as the caramel and nougat center is annoyingly very sticky and can lead to cavities. With that said, we think it's safe to say that kids are better off without these candies. Number 9. Tamarind Lollipops. Tamarind Lollipops were your go-to option when it came to getting spicy Mexican candy. There was just one problem. These lollipops were full of lead, just like the toxic chew bars. We already know consuming lead takes a direct toll on your nervous system. In severe cases, the lead can lead to learning disorders. We're lucky to learn that no cases with the toxic chew bars, but the Tamarind Lollipops were a whole different story. A routine blood test found high levels of lead in a 2-year-old kid from Orange County. Upon investigation, authorities found that the kid had eaten lollipops before coming to the hospital. So there were 2 other cases reported as well. So in the end, the candy was banned, which isn't bad considering the wrapper alone for these candies contained 22,000 parts per million lead. On the other hand, the stick in the candy only had 402,000 parts per million lead. Number 10. Hershey's Take 5. Even though Hershey's was out there suing other companies for copying their candy, the brand had its own skeletons in the closet. Their Hershey Take 5 was the center of much controversy with their outrageous ingredient list. The chocolate contained partially hydrogenated oil, which is a one-way ticket to heart disease. And let's not talk about the sugar levels. You're way better off trying out other candies in the market. And that's a wrap for this video. Are you craving any of the candies on our list? Do you know of any other candies that belong here? Let us know in the comments section down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. We'll see you next time with another video. Bye now.